I love the spoon bow, and her shear is really quite pretty.
Yeah, very pretty.
We're definitely going to die, Ken, out here.
This could be it.
This could be the end of Boat Fools, because we are Boat Fools out in
blowing off to Crete Haven.
Middle of October in a dinghy.
Panic hasn't set in yet.
Not yet. Did you bring any food?
Granola bar.
That's more than I brought. All right, here we go. Hey everybody, welcome back to Boat Fools Sailing. Thanks for tuning in last week and thanks for watching this week. Today's episode is going to be a lot of fun. We're going to go see a really cool boat. But first, we got our collapsible Hemingway e-bike on the transom. And we're going to take you on a tour de force of how Ken had some adventures on this thing. But how did you feel about getting this on the boat?
It really wasn't that difficult at all. I mean, maybe a little difficult onto a dinghy, but from a dock, not a problem. And it sits right in here where I did a little bracket, a latch here to hold it on.
With a strap, yeah.
Strap. But we were also thinking, we did this, we had a custom-made thing made for our little beautiful water heater. It's a nice thick umbrella fixed fabric. Something like this would be really nice to be able to put this in so it's not getting any salt water spray on it. So that'd be something to consider.
Right, yeah, so we didn't find any on the e-bike website and Hemingway's site, so it would be nice to have sort of a carrying case / protective cover for it. So
Absolutely.
You don't have to worry about moisture on it. But you had a ball with this, and we've had it for a few weeks now.
Yeah, and it just shows you, because it has such a range of over like 70 miles, that if you were to take it to a small town anywhere in the world, take this off and you can go around. And I'll show you in my little hometown of Rockland what I did with it.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun, and then we're going to check out a really new boat. So stick around, let's go have some fun.
Located in the mid-coast of Maine on the Penobscot Bay, Rockland's a city of about 7,000 people right now. Has a rich history in the lime kiln, lime, shipbuilding in the 1800s, 1900s. Granite quarries were here, and quarries out on some of the islands we'd like to sail to, Vinyl Haven and Dix Island. Around 1990 is when it sort of had a little transformation, in part based on the Farnsworth Museum that was here since 1940. Great museum. It's got the 3 generations of the Wyeths, Robert Indiana, a local favorite, Louise Nevelson from Rockland. The Strand Theater has been renovated. It's fantastic. The Center for Maine Contemporary Art moved from Rockport down to Rockland a bunch of years ago. And we've got other nautical museums here, the Maine Lighthouse Museum and the Sail, Power, and Steam Museum. All just really fantastic and worth a visit. The artwork is fantastic. Anywhere you go, galleries, lobbies, it's just, art is everywhere. It's really a great, vibrant scene. There's also local farm-to-table restaurants that are amazing, boutique hotels that we'll talk about in a little bit as well. And then downtown, 3 great restaurants right in a row. And of course, if you need a little work on your bike, there's a bike shop right in town. So that's fantastic. And of course, if you've got to pick up some of your marine supplies, you can do that here and get a little canvas work done. These guys did our bimini. Fantastic job. So you go to the supply store and you're all excited to get some stuff, and then I realize you forgot a part. And then you got to go back about 6 times and you're finally just exhausted. But nothing that an ice cream at Nudi's can't fix. It's delicious. So let's go get some lobsters at the local seafood place. And then, of course, we got to go pick them up. They don't deliver them. You got to get them. Or you can go out to the breakwater and maybe give that a try. Or not. So maybe not do that one. And I think it's about time that we phoned home.
Hey Kenzie, we gotta go. Let's go.
What about our bags?
Forget the bags. If we don't split right now, we're gonna miss our reservation at Primo.
Where'd you get that bike?
It's not a bike. It's a Hemingway B3 collapsible e-bike.
What happened to my lineman?
Oh, the lineman. I had to crash that on the breakwater. Sorry about that.
You were gone for so long looking for lobsters. I was worried.
I'm sorry. Did you get your breakfast? Did you get your Maine blueberry pancakes?
No, I had a ruckus donut instead.
Oh, did you get me one?
No. I thought you were getting live lobsters. Live lobsters are brown.
Hey, when it's red, it's dead. When it's red, it's dead.
All right, so here we are in Rockland Harbor, about to go take a look at that cool boat we referenced in the opening. So if you're still with us after watching Ken's day off on the bike, this is going to be a lot of fun. I mean, you had a blast.
Hey, it's a great little town I live in. I'm psyched to show it to you. And now we're in Rockland Harbor. We're going to take a look at a really cool boat.
Yeah, so behind us we've got Night Marine and the Apprentice Shop, which we hope to give you a tour of at some point, because the Apprentice Shop is amazing.
Apprentice Shop is amazing. So what the kids do here and the sailing program they have and boat building, so we'll do that another day.
Yeah, exactly. And so we're about to go get in a dinghy, probably for the last time this season, because everyone's hauling their boats, to go check out this really cool boat. So let's go have some fun. Off we go. Well done, Ken. Hitting every dinghy on your way out. There we go. Look at us. There's Night Marine over there, where this boat that we're going to go see is going to be stored. How's your drive?
Like a little tank. Not bad for a 2.5, really.
It only goes in forward.
It only goes in forward. It's not even full throttle. Yeah, it's just a smaller version, right?
Yeah. This is a 1972 Irwin 32 Classic. And when I first saw a picture of her online, I mistakenly thought it was a Morgan 33. And I come to find out why, which is that Ted Irwin of Irwin Yachts once worked for Charlie Morgan at Morgan Yachts. So that big dead port that you see on the aft end of the cabin trunk is really indicative of the Morgan Yachts, which is really cool. And our engine just died, Ken, so hopefully I can get it started again.
We get it started again.
Here we go.
All right, woo! All right, we'll do a little spin around. We'll get blown out to sea, so we got to be careful here. Yeah, I definitely see the resemblance to the Morgan. Absolutely, absolutely. 33, you said, yeah.
She's a 32. The Morgan is a 33. I thought she was. The 33, not to be mistaken with the 33T. And this is not the Irwin 32 Citation. This is long before that. And a very successful model for Irwin. And there's a whole backstory to that we'll get when we get on board. But I love her lines. I love the spoon bow, and her sheer is really quite pretty.
Yeah, very pretty.
We're definitely going to die, Ken, out here.
This could be it.
It's this could be the end of Boat Fools, because we are Boat Fools out in
blown off to Crete
middle of October in a dinghy.
Panic hasn't set in yet.
Not yet. Did you bring any food?
Granola bar.
That's more than I brought. All right, here we go. All right, so just a quick overview of Irwin Yachts, because there are a lot of naysayers out there, and we want to dispel that myth, because Irwin, make no mistake, was a very, very successful yacht company. In its lifespan, Irwin Yachts built more than 6,000 yachts and employed more than 200 people in its heyday. And Ted Irwin was a prolific racer, and there's a lot of information out there on him, but in short, he used to win a lot of races, including the SORC, and he would sell his race boats after winning these races to raise money to infuse back into his company. And this boat, the Irwin 32 Classic, went on to become the Endeavor 32. And Ted Irwin, being a sort of a visionary of yacht building, he gave this mold to Endeavor Yachts in exchange for some shares in Endeavor Yachts.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, okay.
And then more than 600 of the Endeavor 32 were made. So a very successful boat for Endeavor, and this was successful for Irwin Yachts as well. And the Endeavor 32 put Endeavor Yachts on the map. So this boat has a great pedigree, and this is the full keel version. I'm sorry, it's a fin keel. It also came in a centerboard version, but this is the fin keel version, which is encapsulated. So it's really a great boat. And the funny thing about this boat is the seller, Dennis, bought this specifically to introduce his wife to sailing.
So it's that kind of boat.
It's that kind of boat. It's friendly, it's forgiving, it's easy to sail, And Dennis won the lottery because his wife wants a bigger boat.
There you go.
That's
Wow.
why they're selling this boat. And she's for sale for $14,000. And she's been beautifully maintained. We're going to get into some
really
of that.
nice.
But
Yeah.
let's take a look around.
Well, and also plenty of water on board, so in case we did get washed out to sea, we're good there. And snacks on board, which is great. This is well outfitted.
Dennis is quite the host.
And of course, we always find another copy, the second edition usually, of the Maine Coast Guide. So it's fantastic. This is great.
In fact, Dennis used to be in the Coast Guard, so we
That's
know
right.
this boat has been maintained to standards. And he also has a good supply of Blue Baron gin on board. So we're going to hang out for a while. We'll get back to you guys in a bit. No, just kidding. We're not going to die. So
I can't wait to check this out. This really looks like a great boat the way it lays
it looks
out.
to be in beautiful shape, and there's been a ton done, and we'll get to that as we go through it. But let's check it out.
Yeah, let's go.
All right, Kenneth, let's do this. So first and foremost, the height down here is unbelievable.
Yeah.
I mean, it's got to be 6'2", 6'3".
Or at least.
At least. And it carries well to the edges. She's a nice narrow boat, around 10 feet, so she is going to go well through the water, and we'll get to that in a second too. But down below here, we've got a nice gimbaled stove, and the propane line has all been replaced. In fact, while we're on the topic of replacement, all the wiring down here has been replaced, and it's all LED bulbs. So all that is fantastic. Nice little sink here, and this looks like your ice chest. Hey, look at this, Ken.
Oh, geez, eh? Canadian.
Hey, your favorite.
My
Hey,
favorite.
Nice big ice chest. That's nice.
Yeah.
I like that.
Very deep and yeah.
No refrigeration. This is really an ideal boat for the person who's looking to get into their first big boat. It's very simple to sail and very easy to maintain. And speaking of that, you'll notice that the cabin sole is just all fiberglass. So there's no wood to maintain, and it's easy to clean. And I mean, what's better than that?
Yeah.
Nice little table here. It looks like this drops down, so you can set it here and maybe open this up into a double of some sort. But you've got a nice settee on port with storage behind. I mean, this is pretty fantastic. All this space.
Yep. And then you can see, well, not here, but you can start seeing the chain plates here. They're all visible,
All exposed.
all exposed, and look good. And you said grounded as well, right?
Yep, I can see the grounding wire. And on that point, and we'll talk about this when we get up on deck, but all the standing rigging was replaced in 2020. So, I mean, this thing has been beautifully maintained and is ready to go. Again, more storage over here. All this looks great. Everything operates as it should. Another settee on starboard, another chain plate. All this looks fantastic. Nice little bit of wood here to warm it up a little bit.
Accent there, yeah.
Some opening ports, port and starboard.
Yeah.
Again, those big deadlights. And then moving up into the V-berth. I mean, honestly, this is easier to get into than our V-berth on the Morgan.
Yes.
And this boat, it smells like...
I was going to say, no odor, just clean.
It smells like nothing.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what I wanted to finish my sentence. I left it hanging there. I should land that plane. It does not smell at all.
A little locker here, and you can see there's another chain plate in here.
It's going to be hard to see. It's a little dark.
I don't have the light on.
No,
That's
it died.
But it's in there.
It's in there. And
You think you can get in that?
that's a challenge, it sounds like.
Yeah.
I feel like I should take my shoes off, but
Oh, it's going to go.
look at that, man.
Oh, look at that.
Tons of room. I don't want to put my feet on anyone's pillows, but
Yeah.
we did check our shoes.
There you go.
Nice hatch here, too.
Yeah, get some ventilation there.
Yeah, nice light.
Your anchored locker there. Tons of road, it looks like.
Here, hand me that for a sec, Ken. This
All
is
right.
kind of interesting. So he's got this huge, the Jackery battery pack there. And he must use that for that coffee maker we saw.
Power up
in
his
the
coffee
galley.
maker.
Yeah.
That's great.
But this is actually really quite nice up here. Very comfortable.
Very comfortable.
Yep.
And then we got the head here. And we'll notice that this is a composting toilet. So we're seeing more of those, people switching over.
Very popular
Looks
now.
like they had to vent it up top. And just a sink, so no shower, but you can always have the sun shower.
Exactly. And she appears to be a deck step mast.
Yep.
But those composting heads add a real level of convenience that you don't have with a typical head, where you have to get a pump out to come to your boat and pump it out, or you have to go 3 miles offshore to discharge if you're so inclined. But their heads are becoming very, very popular and apparently very simple to use.
Yeah, again, no odor.
No odor whatsoever,
Yeah.
and that is surprising to me.
Yeah.
I mean, most boats have a funk. This has nothing.
No.
This is attractive.
I know, it's really pretty.
It's nice.
I don't know who did that, but it's beautiful.
Yeah.
And then coming around the other side, we go over here, got the quarter berth over here.
Nice wool blankets.
Yeah.
Nice
Yeah.
quarter berth in there. And
Absolutely.
here are your hatch boards. And you've got your VHF radio.
Yeah.
And it does have the distress. I can't tell if this is AIS or not. I don't believe it is, but
Yeah, it doesn't have all the tons of electronics, no radar, but looks like you'll see on the binnacle there's a place where you can mount even a handheld.
he uses an iPad with Navionics.
Navionics.
Yeah,
so,
he has a small chart plotter, but that's something that someone could upgrade or just get Navionics and put it on an iPad.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that's all Sam Holmes Sailing uses, and he's been going around the world with it. So there are options for that. But again, just beautifully, beautifully simple.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
It's clean and airy and easy to maintain. All right, here we go, Kenneth. So first thing to note here is your propane on and off, and which controls your solenoid, so that's great. It's all compliant. And to get to your engine, I believe we just go like this.
Pop that out. Yeah. And there she is.
And there's your bilge
A
too.
little height. Okay, then we get and the bilge is down there too. So okay, perfect.
There's your bilge
Yeah.
pump. So this Yanmar was rebuilt in 2019, and in speaking with Dennis, we figure he's put maybe 125 hours on it since the rebuild, and a brand new alternator, as you can clearly see. Engine access is tight, obviously. We don't know if there's access from somewhere else, but all your seacocks look to be bronze and good. And I mean, we don't know how much life is left in this, but I would reckon with the rebuild and only 125 hours on it and a new alternator, you're good to go for a while. Engine access, I'm going to give it maybe a B minus, but it's functioning and in great shape. So again, just very simple. Everything is really easy here. So I like it.
Yeah.
I like it a lot. And we believe the LP gas is in the aft lazarette, and we'll confirm that when we go up.
Perfect.
All right, so now we're up in the cockpit, and before we move on, I just want to mention that all the upholstery down below was redone in 2020, so that's all new and really nice. But this cockpit is nice and spacious, decent combings here, and you've got a speedo and a depth meter here, so you've got those instruments. You also have some charging capability out here. I don't know if you can see that, Ken. You can plug your phone in or something here.
Yeah,
That's pretty neat. And nice little table.
Table flips up. Yeah.
Drink holder. And an important note, all the steering mechanisms, the cables were replaced, I believe, last year. So all of that is new.
Wow.
I mean, honestly.
It's a really long cockpit too.
It really is. And these cushions are all great.
They look great.
Really wonderful. Your engine instrument cluster is here.
Yeah.
And basically just a tachometer and your starter and stop. And I reckon there's probably an oil alarm. Solar panel for trickle charging a battery. Oh, which, by the way, those are all new, aren't they not?
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe the batteries are all new within the last year or so.
A little tough to see down here.
Yeah, I've got the trouble light if you want.
Oh, okay, yeah. There they are. Yeah, and then he's got it trickle charge, which is great. Looks like possibly like a little inverter back here for some ship-to-shore power. I'm not sure, but could be.
Nice big lazarette.
Nice big lazarette.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah. And then the binnacle, this is where he keeps his iPad, so you can just throw that right on there.
Easy, easy.
As well.
Nice little compass. And there is your emergency tiller.
Yeah.
And I wondered, this may have been made with a tiller version as well. So that would be your rudder post there.
Yeah, okay. I pulled the covers off a couple of the winches. They're not self-tailing, but
Not self-tailing.
that was the first thing we did on our boat was switch them out.
Yeah,
so
we replaced these with self-tailers, but
makes a difference.
it makes a difference. But
Especially if you're sailing solo.
If you're sailing solo, but what's nice is, Ken, as you point out, is that these winches are right near your helm station. So if you are sailing solo, your primary winches are easy arm reach for you to grind in your 135% Geno. And the sails are serviceable, and they're all serviced by our favorite Bondale sails every year.
Fantastic.
And a brand new sail cover.
Sail cover, and then the traveler's on the back there, so that's nice. It's right.
Yeah, easy
accessible.
striking distance from your skipping position here.
Yeah.
Look at this. That's
Yeah,
nice.
very
And
nice.
most of the running rigging
looks
has
brand
also
new.
been replaced, except for the main halyard, apparently.
Oh, okay.
Which is fine.
Yeah, that's something we're gonna have to do.
We are. Yeah.
Watch those mice.
Yep.
And here here's the gas locker.
This is your gas
So,
locker.
yeah,
It might take a minute to.
Yeah, pop it open, but you can trust us. It's all there, and to code and vented. That's really nice.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Perfect. It's properly vented. Everything's in the box. That's perfect. I like that.
Now can you get it back?
You put me on the spot like this, Ken, all the time.
I honestly think this cockpit is longer than ours, and our boat's, you know, another 5 feet, so plenty of room. You can sit a whole bunch of people in here for your evening cocktails. And
100%. Yeah.
yeah, fantastic.
You know, I would probably invest in a Dodger, maybe a Bimini, which it does not have, but you know, for weekending and coastal cruising, this would be just a blast.
Yeah.
It's pretty windy out here, Kenneth.
Yeah.
We're going to do our best. So here's an interesting bow roller for your anchor right here. Your Mantis anchor there, that's a 35-pounder. That's not going anywhere. We have a 35-pounder on a 38-foot boat. You're going to be secure with that. Roller furling, nice new Dyneema lifelines, which is all the rage these days apparently. And this is the first time I've really seen it on a boat, and I have to say it's kind of nice.
Yeah, no, it almost looks like when I first saw it, it looked like stainless.
It does look like stainless, so that's one less thing you have to worry about. This has all been done. And the deck, I have to say, feels really solid underfoot. Here's your forward hatch.
Got a couple solar vents here.
Solar vents and some handrails here, which is nice. And again, all this standing rigging was replaced, I think, in 2021.
Wow.
So all of that is new. Wooden spreaders. Nice little touch.
Yeah.
Again, all the lighting, all been transferred over to LED. So that is a really nice feature for saving your battery juice. But nice wide side decks.
Yep, plenty of room.
The boat has been painted, so it's not the original gel coat.
Yeah.
Her decks have been painted just recently, within the last 2 years, I believe, and the top sides were painted before they took ownership 3 years ago.
Right.
But it looks really nice.
Yeah, little woodwork maybe could be sanded and varnished down there, but you know, just little bits. So
yeah, not much, and it wouldn't take much to get her in bristle condition up here with the varnish.
more annual maintenance kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly. But this boat could go literally right now.
Yeah.
And
oh, it's ready to go.
It's ready to rock and roll. But for 32 feet, she packs a lot in here, and I do love this cockpit, Ken, you're right. And a nice sort of adjustable backstay here.
Yeah, I saw that. That's
a nice wheel there.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
From its racing days.
Yeah. Nice big blocks for your jib. Externally mounted on the tow rail there. It's 135% Genoa. And
I bet she moves right along.
I bet, yeah. You know what? That's the thing. She
fits all the numbers, doesn't she?
She hits all the numbers. She's 32 feet overall, and I think she's she's like 27 on the water, but when she lays over in a breeze, you extend that water line and she takes off. And she's a nice stiff boat at 43, and she's a heavy displacement at 320, so she's going to be a nice, fun, comfortable sail. And her comfort ratio is nearly 32.
Wow.
So she checks all the boxes for a good first boat, which is precisely why Dennis bought her, which is precisely why his wife fell in love with sailing, which is precisely why they're buying a bigger boat. The lucky son of a gun. Yeah. That's all I can say.
It's a great
He won the lottery.
Won the lottery, yep. If we can convince our wife. No, we already have.
Right. Darn it.
He wanted to get another boat.
Right. All right, let's go down below and wrap it up and get out of the wind.
All right, sounds good.
Well, Kenneth, what did you think?
I think it's a great boat and a great starter boat, and for around here for day sailing or doing weekend cruising, what a perfect boat to start with.
What a charming boat. Yeah. And I love the backstory. I love that Ted Irwin used to work for Charlie Morgan, and that this boat not only put Irwin Boats yachts on the map, but also put Endeavor with the Endeavor 32 on the map. And I think the build quality is phenomenal down here. Just the right amount of wood accent.
Yeah, and easy to maintain. A lot of upgrades. We have a whole list. If we didn't get everything, we'll definitely put the rest of the list on. You know, it'll get you in pretty shallow places. 5.5 feet.
5.5 feet with that full fin keel, which is encapsulated.
Yep.
And the reason I keep saying full keel is because it comes in a centerboard model.
Exactly. So that'd be a little less. It'd be about 3.5, but still 5.5 get you a lot of places. It's got the Brewer bite, which is interesting.
It does.
A Morgan.
A Morgan thing. Yeah. And Ted Brewer, actually, but he did the designing for Charlie Morgan and Morgan Yachts. But you're right, and it's a skeg mounted rudder.
Right.
That's a tongue twister if you try to say it fast. But all in all, for $14,000, all the heavy lifting has been done. You've got the rebuilt engine, all the LED lighting, all the standing rigging has been done.
I like the composting toilet. I think we're going to see more of those.
That's the first one we've seen, but
it is, yeah.
Honestly, not an ounce of smell down here.
No.
The smell comes in an ounce? I don't think it does.
Grams. It's metric.
And you've got the new alternator. I mean, this thing's ready to go. So I give it definitely 2 thumbs up.
Oh, absolutely.
For that price point. Yeah. I loved it. So
buy it and keep it in Rockland. We'd love to see you on the water out here.
Absolutely. Her name is Solstice. The seller's name is Dennis. We'll put his contact information down below. And I'm ready to go back to the Hotel 250 Main where you filmed some of your day off.
Let's do that.
And get a cocktail and celebrate this day in this boat. This is really cool. Engines don't like you, Ken.
I don't like that much.
Oh, there we go. There we go. I choose life. Pretty brown. We're sitting here atop 250 Main, the hotel in Rockland. And it's a really neat facility that was built by the Lyman family.
Right. So Lyman Morris are high-end boat builders, and when the downturn, sort of about 2000, I think 12, something like that, this opened in 2016. To keep his people in business, he designed this boutique hotel here. It's fantastic.
It's an amazing hotel. It's beautiful.
So I want to shout out to 250 Main and Brianna for letting us film here. You'll see some film down below in their lobby, and Mackenzie for joining us in some of our videos. We really appreciate it.
And another thing about 250 Main, if you're a boater, is they've got a wonderful webcam that gives you updates to the Rockland docks here. So if you're coming in for water or what ice or whatever, you can see if the docks are filled up or not, and you can find a space.
Yeah, we use it all the time. And or if you're out of the island, you want to see if it's not foggy here. Another reason to check out the webcam. So
it's excellent. Great. Yeah. So. Canadian Ken's day off on the e-bike was a lot of fun, so I hope you guys enjoyed that. And if the first person to email us the correct movie references that we showcase in that, you will receive a free Boat Fools hat. And you can email us at boatfools1 at gmail.com. So there are a number of movie references in that little vignette, so check it out. And if you get them all right and you're the first one to email in, you'll get a free hat.
That sounds like a deal.
Yeah?
Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
That was a ton of fun.
I hope you enjoyed it as much as we did making it.
Yeah, and thanks to Hemingway for the wonderful e-bike. It's been a blast to use, and as you can see from the video, we got a lot of use out of it. All right, so everybody, thanks for tuning in, and we will see you next time.